Hey, I'm gonna be talking about a planet that I visit and that I went to last week. Um, what do you call it? Sorry if I'm like gonna be a little awkward throughout the video. This is my first time recording a video and then putting it on the internet, so or putting it on YouTube or whatever. Yeah, so there's a few dreams I had before I went to the planet. So it started off with that I was at like my ex-boyfriend's house, and it was me, my oldest sister, and I think my two youngest sisters or whatever. Like my brother and sisters were there, and then I have three sisters and one brother, and I'm the second child. So anyway, we were at like my ex-boyfriend's house, and it was weird because the mom was there, and she allowed like friends to come over the house even when if he wasn't there. And for some reason he was never there. We would just go to his house. But anyway, and it's weird because in real life his mom is fucking crazy, and yeah, she would never allow that. But anyway, what happened? We went to... Fuck. Sorry. Okay, so yeah. My sister was there. My oldest sister. And, I wanted to leave because his mom is gonna come home. And she's crazy. Like, in real life, she's fucking crazy. Like, don't get offended, but to any Scorpios out there, but she's a fucking Scorpio. And Scorpio women could be fucking crazy. Especially Scorpion Dominican women. She was Dominican. But anyway, Latin women are crazy. No offense, but they are. I was raised around them. I know how it is. But anyway, so she was just like, I felt like she was going to come home anytime soon. And then I was like, I do not want to be here when she gets here. Like, we have to leave and stuff like that. Like, I wanted to leave, but I had no way of, my sister is the only way that I could get home to my house, whatever. And she was just staying there, and like, she kept saying, yeah, we're going to go. And then she didn't go. And she was just like, just, I don't know, like cleaning up around the house and shit like that. Like, she invited some friends over and shit, even after she said she was leaving. And then she cooked some, like, it looked like, what's that stuff called? Couscous or something? I forgot. It's like that Indian food with like the little balls in it and stuff. I don't know what it's called. Couscous, I think. And then she made that, and then like, she was about to eat it, and I was like, I got so pissed. I was like, fuck, I want to go home and shit like that. I don't want to be here. And I picked up the plate and like I threw it on the floor. And then she was just looking at me like, what the fuck? I was kind of like, on the first stage of lucidity, like, I kind of knew I was dreaming, and I had control over the things I was doing, but I wasn't like full on like, oh shit, this is a dream. I was just kind of in control of what I was doing, kind of. So like, eventually I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna take a cab. And there was like a whole bunch of cabs outside, and it was nighttime, and then I went out there, and I took a cab pulled up, and I got in. And when I got in, it was daytime. All of a sudden, when I got in the cab, it was like this Indian guy, and his seat was pushed all the way. Like, he didn't have, there was like no front seat. It was just him sitting in the back seat, and then somehow he was driving the car, like, or the cab or whatever. Like, I don't know, whatever. But he had his shirt off, and I should have just got out the cab when I saw that. But, I just, like, stayed there or whatever. And then, like, so we were driving, and then the whole time he kept trying to like, he was sexually harassing me. Like, he kept like trying to grab me and try to kiss me and touch me and stuff. And I would like try to push him off and tell him to stop. And eventually, like at a red light, I just got out the car and I ran across the street to this gas station. And there was a whole bunch of cabs at the gas station too. And then there were, when I went to the gas station, it was like a whole bunch of like little monkeys there. They were so cute, and they were speaking a language. Like, they weren't speaking monkey language or whatever. They were speaking like some other language, and they kept saying like the same word. It started with an O. They kind of kept saying it over and over again. And one of them hopped on my shoulder, and then he was like talking in my ear and shit, and I didn't know what the fuck he was saying. Then I can't remember much about what happened at this part. But yeah, and then we went to I went outside because I saw like I went inside the gas station. I forgot what I was doing in there, but I went in there and I don't know, I did something, I don't know. And then I saw through the window from the gas station outside, I saw like there was a mountain or like a hill next to the gas station. It was like colorful. It had like colorful words on it, like random letters and stuff. And it was like, it had like square patches and stuff, and it was like really colorful and everything. I was like, oh my god, I want to go over there. I want to climb that. So I went outside to go walk on it or whatever. And then like when I went over there, it turned into an abandoned house, and the rooftop was where the hill was supposed to be, and it was just the rooftop. And I still wanted to go explore the abandoned place. I was like, oh, it looks pretty cool. I don't remember much about what happened after that part. So like, yeah. Oh, okay. I woke up for like, I was half awake, half asleep. I think this is when I entered the Astral Realm, because when I woke up, I was half awake, half asleep, and I thought I was awake. And then like, there was like, basically like, there was like all these cats like attacking me like for no reason, and I kept thinking that I was like, it happened like at least 4 or 5 times. That I thought I was awake, and I'd be like, am I dreaming? And then like, I'll check my fingers or my hands, and then like for example, one time, the first time I checked to see if I was dreaming, I looked at my hands, and my left hand looked like it was torn, like my fingers were torn off. Only the middle 3 of my fingers, like these 3 were torn off, and these 2, my pinky and my thumb, is still there. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm dreaming. My other hand, I don't really remember. It looked kind of discombobulated as well. So like, I was just like, yeah, then, yeah, the cats were attacking me, and I was like throwing them across the room and stuff like that. And in real life, I had my cat, Faye. She's a black cat sleeping on the bed. But in this half awake dream thing or whatever, she was just staring at me, like sitting up. And she acted as if she didn't even see the cats there. It was weird. But anyway, then when I kept waking up, I thought I was never gonna get out of this dream, because I kept waking up and I was still dreaming. And then eventually, I didn't wake up at all though. But like, then this big like Rottweiler, it wasn't huge, it was like a regular sized Rottweiler, and he came in, he started attacking me too. And the thing is that I always see these black dogs in my dreams like attacking me, or for some reason, like, I don't understand it. It's fucking annoying, but they're always trying to attack me, and I always fight them off. Miss Quiet Queen, she's another YouTuber. You guys should check her out. She probably referred me to you guys, but Miss Quiet Queen is awesome. Yeah, I talked to her. She told me that I should just let them attack me, but I don't ever, like, in a spare moment, I always just fight them off. Like, she said I should let them attack me to see what happens, but I'm always scared, like, when that happens, and I always end up just fighting them off. And I threw it across the room or whatever. Eventually, like, I full on went back to sleep or something, or I went straight from that to the dream or whatever, so I think I just went to the Astral Realm after that. And, I probably entered a territory by accident that I wasn't supposed to be in or something. That's why they were attacking me. I don't know. But anyway, so like I ended up being like with this there was these strippers there, and they were talking, and I was hanging out with this group of people that were like sorry, they were really fun, and then I lost track of them. At this point, when I tell you, like, my dreams are vivid, my dreams are so freaking vivid and lucid. Like, they're more real than reality. I don't know if you can imagine that, but they are, and it's insane. Like, my reality when I wake up from my dreams seems like fake, like play or something, compared to my dreams. Like, my dreams are just really vivid and lucid. Anyway. So, like, it was as if I was actually there in this place that I was in, on this planet that I was on. I met this girl. She called herself Queen. I don't know if she was a queen, but her name was Queen. And she was black. Like, she was so black, she was blue. And it looked so beautiful. Like, it looked very beautiful. And she was, like, very sculptured. And she looked like a statue. Like, she was so sculptured, and I don't know, she was just really cut and fit and stuff like that. But I lost track of her a few times, and I was looking for her or anybody from that party that I was hanging out with, because the people I lost track of them, and the people that I was hanging out with after that were like really boring. So I went to go find her, and I finally found her, and I like stayed next to her like this. Like, I didn't want to lose track of her. But anyway, so I told her I didn't have a place to sleep, and she said, "Oh, you can sleep at my place." And I was like, "That's cool." So, like, we were going to her house, and then we had to walk up these flight of stairs, and, like, the stairs were, like, they were kind of, like, spiral, but not really, and they went up pretty high. Like, they went up pretty far up. I mean, you could see, not, like, extremely high, just probably, like, at most, like, 7, 8 floors or something. And, like, while I was walking up the steps, I actually grew tired. That's why, that doesn't happen in a dream. Like, it was weird. It was as if, like, I actually was climbing up a flight of stairs. But her fit ass was just, like, like, going up the stairs or running up the stairs like normal. Like, it didn't faze her at all whatsoever. And I was there, like, tired as fuck. Like, I don't want to climb these stairs anymore. I can't climb them anymore. But eventually we got to the top. And then, we were talking to, like, a few other strippers, and then all of a sudden, like, she was wearing, like, a bikini or something before, and now she was wearing, like, this, it looked like some kind of spacesuit or something, like, it was, she showed a lot of skin, like, her belly, her stomach showed, and, like, a little bit of, her chest showed, and, like, she had, like, there were, like, shorts or something like that, and, like, short sleeve, like, you could see her arms and stuff, but it was, like, a spacesuit still of some kind. Like, it looked really, It looked really cool. It was like dark blue and gray and a little red on it. I don't know how to explain exactly the way it looked or whatever. But yeah, she was wearing that, and then she was just like talking, and eventually we went to her house. It was nighttime, and it was like this flight of stairs, but they were like plastic. This flight of stairs that went directly to her bed, and it was like really skinny, narrow plastic flight of stairs. And then we went up it, and then it was like, it wasn't even a bed. Like, it was a some plastic thing. I don't know, some like plastic thing or whatever. And she laid on it, but she was laying on it with her boyfriend, her baby, and her. And it was like literally like this much space. I'm over exaggerating a little bit, but honestly it was really small. Like there was no way that I can fit in there. And I was just like, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna go check out the rest of your house. So I was like, why would she tell me she had like room to sleep and then she don't? But anyway. Don't worry guys, the exciting part is coming soon. Anyway. So I went to look at the rest of the house, and there was this big ass room with like a huge bed in there. I'm like, why don't they just let her sleep there and they sleep there? Because it's like one dude with that big ass bed. I'm like, it'll be nice to give her that bed with her baby and her boyfriend and her kid, but whatever. And her, and her, but whatever. Anyway. So, so yeah, like, we basically, like, I was talking to this dude for a little bit, and then I really cannot remember what happened after that. All I remember what happened next is that I was standing outside. It was daytime. I was standing outside with this man next to a spaceship. It was like I didn't really pay attention to it. I seen the spaceship in the corner of my eye, but I wasn't paying much attention to it. Excuse me, hold on. So it was this guy, and then I was talking to him for a little bit. He was like a white guy. I always mention race and stuff like that because I think it's important to tell every detail about, the people I'm talking to. But anyway, it was a white guy, and he had like dark hair, and I didn't really see his face, so I wasn't paying attention. But we were talking for a little bit, and then he said he had 2 dogs, and then I was like, can I see them? And then he called for them, and dude, these dogs weren't gigantic, but they were fucking huge, dude. Like, huge. And I don't even know if they were dogs, because there was like this really high fence that we were standing next to, and they jumped over it, and I was scared. I was like, I hope they don't land on me or anything like that. But honestly, they didn't have any like negative vibes come off of them. Like, they didn't feel like bad or nothing. So I wasn't that scared, but I just didn't want them to land on me or anything like that. But anyway, so they looked like this. They had no tails. They had black, like their face and their back, all the way to the middle of their back was black, and they had black eyes, and they had and then the rest of their bodies, from like the middle of their back to down their butt and the back legs and everything, was like grayish white. And then and they had bear faces. It's like the best way that I could explain how they look. Like, they had bear faces, but their noses were flat. And they didn't have any ears. I don't know if you can imagine that, but they looked very weird. Then they turned into humans. But the thing is that they had 4 arms each. And one of the guys were Asian and the other guy was white. And I don't know how, but they were brothers. Like, I felt like they were brothers. Like, they were related in some way. And Miss Quiet Queen said that, I know I'm going to talk about her a lot because she's awesome. And she tells me a lot of information. But anyway, she said that there's angels with 4 arms. Like, I never knew that. So I basically saw, like, angels of some kind. And the guy told me they're double jointed. And I was just like, whoa, that's weird, you know. At first I didn't know what that meant, but, you know, when I found out what it meant, I was just like, that's pretty fucking weird. It's cool. And then, the thing about their 4 arms is that it will, like, fade in and fade out. Like, they'll have 2 arms and 4 arms, and it'll, like, go back and forth. And, it's pretty weird. And then, like, what else happened? Yeah, so I was talking to these 2 people, and then we went back to where that chick was, the queen, and we were hanging out. Okay. And then we were hanging out at her house. This is when I started meeting like different creatures and beings and stuff like that. Well, I already have, but you know. I saw, like, there was this girl. There was this girl there that she was the only human, I think, in the room besides me. She had, like, she had a red dress on. She had, like, brown short hair. And she was a black girl, but she was light skinned. And she was kind of, like, thick. And she was, I mean, I wanted to talk to her, but I'd rather have talked to, like, these aliens that I've seen on this planet, or, you know, it's more interesting. I already talk to human beings every day, all day. I don't really care. But anyway. So, we were talking. And then, like, she said, what happened? Yeah, we were talking, and then I saw her, and then I saw, like, there was this lady there that she wasn't even from this planet. And she tells me, I like your Latin accent. You have a Latin accent. And I was like, that's crazy to me. Because the thing is that, like, first of all, she's not even from planet Earth, and she told me that. Secondly, everybody is always telling me that I have a Latin accent, and I don't think I do. Or they either say it's Jamaican, Latin, or English even. But yeah, I thought it was weird that she said that to me. And then, like, sorry, excuse me. Alright. I was just seeing if it was recording. So, like, we were all talking for a little bit. Then I saw this girl that I supposedly knew since elementary school. Like, when I saw her, her eyes is why I remembered her, because her eyes looked so not like a little captivating a little, but she just looked really familiar. Like, the second I saw her, I was like, oh, I know you, I remember you, hey, how you doing? I don't know her in real life, but apparently I knew her, like, in the spiritual realm. And then, or the astral realm or whatever. And then we were like, it was like I was like so happy to see her again. And we were talking for a little bit. Then I asked them, what is the name of this planet? And they said, I don't remember. I think it's TAAA or something, like, because they even wrote it down for me. Like, they spell, all I remember is that it said TAAA or something, or TAAA, and then something else, like, I don't remember. They wrote it down a little yellow piece of paper like that big, and yeah, and then we were all talking, the dogs or whatever they were that I seen earlier. I think they're are angels or whatever. I don't know if they were shapeshifters or what, because they kept changing into different things, and like they turned into like these little small like 1 foot pink glass or hard plastic things. I don't know, and they look like, I don't even know what the fuck it was. They were like really small, and they were like hopping around, and they were like, they had like these little like shields in front of them, these like, but they were everything, like their eyes, their feet, their shield, everything was like just one color, like pink, and they were like hopping around and stuff. I don't know, that was weird. But then they turned back into humans again, or they turn into humans or whatever, and then I was talking to the Asian guy. I was attracted to him. Like, I don't know why. I was, because I usually am not attracted to Asian guys. But this guy was just like, the thing is like, he was like, he kept going back from Asian to Latin. I'm attracted to Latin guys. But even him as an Asian guy, I was attracted to him. Like, there was just something about him that was just like, I just like fell in love with. Like, I always fall in love with these guys in the Astral Realm, and I never see him again, and it fucking sucks. But anyway, so like, yeah, I was like talking to him or whatever, and then I was like, have you been to planet Earth? And he was like, yeah, like, I hate that place. And he was like, yeah, I don't like that place. So it's like, not me either, I fucking hate that planet, like, I fucking hate it, like, I don't even want to be there anymore. He's like, yeah, I'm never going back over there again. I was like, wow, like, it was pretty cool that he been there before and you could talk about it. I wish he would have told me when he went so I could have fucking seen him or something, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, wait a second, guys. I gotta plug in my computer. It's losing battery life. Okay, hello. Okay, it's still recording. But like, so yeah, so we were talking for a little bit. Then what happened after that? Oh my god, I cannot remember what happened after that. Oh yeah, then we went outside. I went outside with the Asian guy. And then we were talking outside by this dock, by this huge lake, and then we were just talking. And then I said, dude, we were in like this very deep, intimate conversation, and I fucking stopped it like an idiot. And it was making so much sense to me. It sucks that I cannot remember words and conversations in my dreams. I don't know why. I can remember the whole dream to a detail about what happened, but I cannot remember words that well or conversations. Like, I can remember sometimes, but I really need to work on that. Like, it's frustrating because me and him were talking about something very, very deep and very, very, like, intimate, and I completely forgot what the fuck we were talking about, and it frustrates the hell out of me. But anyway, so yeah, we were, like, talking to each other, and I said, wait, I want to talk to you in, like, a better, like, scenery. Even though we were already by a lake, I wanted to sit by a lake with him in front of the water. I love water. I don't know why. I'm attracted to, like, bodies of water and oceans and lakes and stuff like that. I don't know why, but anyway, so we went over and he was like, oh, okay. So we walked over there. We walked over to this lake, and at this lake there was some guy teaching people how to swim or some shit. I think it was teaching people how to swim, and then they were there was some guy teaching people how to swim, and then they were like there was some guy teaching people how to swim, and then there was other people like taking their kids or whoever they were, and like they were like grabbing them and like running out the water, like something happened, like an emergency kind of thing. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on? I was like, this is weird. But like, we were sitting there, and we were like, I was looking into the water, and I saw these crazy ass creatures. I've never seen this before in my life. ever. Not even on Astral Realm. None that I can remember. I don't think I've ever seen it. But anyway, they had like mermaid bodies. They had mermaid bodies, like fish bodies. They were probably like, I don't even know how they were probably like 2 feet, 3 feet big, 4 feet even big, and the most 5 feet. But I'm pretty sure like 4 or 3 feet big. No, not 5 feet. I'm over exaggerating. The fuck? Sorry. They were probably like 2, 3 feet big or something like that. Not even, probably like a foot big. I don't know, whatever. Anyway. And they had like fish bodies, but their faces were like, they had like really sharp, big teeth. And they were all women for some reason. They were like women creatures. And they had like really ugly, vicious, sharp teeth and really ugly, vicious looking faces. And they were like biting people's faces off. The girl that I was with, like my friend that I've known since elementary school apparently, it bit her face off, and I was standing there in shock, like what the fuck is going on? Like then another one came out of nowhere and it bit my face off. I heard that these creatures are called like fish people, I don't know, mermaid people or something like that. Mermaid people probably, and they're found in lakes. I didn't know that, so the fact that I seen that is, you know, it's real. Like I'm not like bullshitting about this astral travel. Like I didn't even know this information. And yeah, and you can supposedly you can see them in Harry Potter 4, I think, or 3. I never seen Harry Potter, so I couldn't have gotten it from there. I don't even like Harry Potter. Fuck Harry Potter. But anyway. Yeah, so, and then, like, I supposedly, like, died, and then I went under the lake, and I was with someone else. I don't know if it was with the friend that I was with, or just some random person. I think it was some random person, because I felt like a male presence, kind of. And there was all the, I can't even explain to you in words what I seen under there. Like, there were all these dead creatures there. But they were like as if they were still alive. Like they were ghosts of these creatures that died in that lake. And I was like scared because I was in this like coven of some kind. And all of the creatures that were under the water were like very colorful and bright colors. And there was a whole bunch of just different, I couldn't even wrap my head around the way they looked. I can't explain to you the way they looked. They were just colorful, very colorful. And they just stayed in one spot, like stationary, and they there was under the lake, and what do you call it? They act as if they didn't see me there, like I was invisible or something. But I was scared as fuck. I was like, I'm dead. Like I thought I died, like for real. Like I got scared as fuck. I know you can die. I heard that you can die on the Astral Realm. But I don't think I died. I just think I went to another place for some reason after that thing, whatever it was, bit my face off. And then, like, I was just, like, scared. And I was like, I don't want to die. I don't want to be dead. I don't want to die. I don't want to be dead, please. I want to be alive. And I was just like crying and shit. Like not tears, just like crying, you know what I'm saying? And eventually I got out of the lake. I can't remember what happened exactly after that. I think, okay, I ended up, okay, now I remember. So me and my friend that got her face bitten off, we were both fine. And then we went to this other lake. And it was nighttime all of a sudden. And yeah. The creatures that bit my face off, like they were like white. Like their bodies were like white and orange. White, but like orange, like what do you call that shit? Just white and orange. Anyway, I had to mention that. So we went to the other lake, and then we saw this man, this older man with white hair, and there were these girls, they were all white girls, and they were like feeding him grapes and fruits and stuff like that in this lake. And they were wearing like skimpy outfits, like they look like strippers. I have a lot of strippers in my dream apparently. But anyway, and like excuse me. Oh. So yeah, they were like feeding him, and then one of the girls I was trying to talk to, like, for some reason I was under the water, like, okay, I'd seen him, and then all of a sudden I was under the water in the lake, the small lake that he was in, and then I swam out, and then I went to go talk to one of the girls there, and then I don't know what I asked her. I forgot what I asked her, but she gave me a very, very, very nasty attitude, like, and she called me a bitch or something. I was like, and then she called her friend a bitch or some shit. She was talking to me and her friend. I don't know. She called us a bitch. She calls one of us a bitch. I don't remember. But she just had a really nasty, bad attitude. And for some reason, I wasn't in the mood. Like, I was just like, I'm in a good mood. I'm on another planet right now. I'm not gonna fucking argue with this fucking alien or whatever the fuck she was. I'm not gonna fucking argue with her. I'm just gonna ignore the fact that she was very rude to me for no reason. And I'm just gonna be like, I was just nice. So it's just like, oh, whatever, you know, like, what's going on here? You know, like, how's everything? Or something like that. And I just ignored her. And then I remembered, I was like, there's people in the Astral Realm, just like in the planet Earth, that is the same way. There's bad beings and there's good beings. Like, just because they're from another planet or just because they're not from planet Earth don't mean that they're good. So I understood that. So I was just like, I just brushed it off my shoulders. I just ignored it. But anyway, eventually me and this guy, I don't know what happened to my friend. I don't know where she went. And me and this guy was like, I went to, it was daytime all of a sudden, and then I was at this meeting of some kind that the planet was having, and I realized that this guy that I saw that they were feeding the grapes and stuff to was the leader of this planet. And he didn't even seem like a king or a leader or nothing. He just seemed like a normal person. Like, he was really down, he had like a really peaceful, good, down-to-earth vibe about him. Like, he didn't seem like, oh, I'm above everyone. Like, he was equal with his people and stuff. Equal with his people. Equal with his people. Anyway. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, then, I saw people there and I was like, they're just like humans. Like, they have dyed hair, like, black people, white people, Asian people. You know, like, everybody is, yeah, it's like, but the difference was that these people, just like him, were, like, really, they were peaceful people. Like, you can tell, like, they weren't about war or who's better or worse or racism. None of that shit existed there. Like, everybody was at peace and everybody was peaceful and down, like, really down to earth and laid back and shit and calm and collected and peace of mind and body and soul. Like, that's how they all seemed. And it was so nice. Like, I've never felt that in my life ever. So it was nice to experience that with these people. And they were all talking, and I remember there was some guy sitting next to the leader that had like a big ass book with like highlighted words in it, and the only word that I could read and that I remembered is presence, like a presence. I don't know. I just had to point that out. Then it was this guy that I saw on the left of me. Like, I don't know why he stood out to me so much. I just thought it was really cool. He was in a suit, like a white striped shirt. Not really in a suit, just a white stripe, like, you know, professional looking shirt with gray slacks on, and he had no shoes on, and he was sitting with his, like this, like, on the chair, like this. And the place that we were in, it had no ceiling. You could see the sun coming through. And it looked like it was made out of, like, rocks or trees or something. The place that we were in. very natural atmosphere, and dirt floors or something. I think it was dirt floors. But yeah, and they were I wanna. I just thought it was pretty cool that that guy was just like, it was a white guy. He was kind of like balding or whatever. He was kind of tall, and I thought it was pretty cool that he was just like sitting there like chilling like that, like all like a regular person. Like this meeting was very important, but the leader didn't mind him sitting that way. Like he didn't think it was disrespectful or nothing. It was just such a chill place. It was awesome. But anyway, and everybody was cool. I wish I could have talked to him. I wanted to talk to him, but I was distracted by everything that was going on and the leader and everything. And then like I forgot. I don't remember what they were talking about. But oh yeah, I remember there was this one girl that I asked her what her name was, or I asked her the name. It was something, and then she said like this, Thanitha, like bar mitzvah, but Varvitha, like that, and that was the name. I was like, man, y'all fucking with me, bruh. No, I'm playing. But yeah, I had to point that out. So then all of a sudden, I see my friend, the girl that was telling you about that I know since elementary. I seen her run from the back of the place, and she was pissed. Like, she was, like, steaming pissed. And she was, like, storming out. And I was like, fuck, I wanna... Oh, wait, before that, there was these two little black kids sitting in front of me, and one of them was eating, like, this weird thing. He was eating, like, this cracker thing mixed with, like, a bread or something. He was, like, eating it, and I was talking to him. And I said, could you speak in your language? And he's, like, spoken his language, and it sounded so freaking badass. I was like, dude, that's awesome. Like, I got all excited and shit. Then that's when I saw her storm out. Then I ran. I was trying to go after her. But what was weird is that we were on the second or fourth or third. We were on the second or third floor of this building. And for some reason, it didn't have any railing. So anybody could fall off of it. But the thing is that, like, when I was going after her, I didn't realize it at the time. But when I woke up, I was like, she probably did that. Because all of a sudden it was like this invisible force that was like pushing me away from her and like trying to push me off the building. And like I held on to like this pole, and I didn't even pay it any mind. I was so focused on her and like getting to her and talking to her because I didn't want her to be mad. I really cared about her. And I just kept running after her, and somehow she disappeared. And I ran to this place where I had like two bathrooms. It didn't say men or women on it. It was just two bathrooms. And I went in the one that I thought was men. I just felt like a masculine energy coming off of there, so it's a men's bathroom. But anyway, I went there. She was in there, and then I went to the other bathroom. Actually, I didn't feel any masculine energy coming out the bathroom. I don't know why I said that. I just went to the bathroom. Anyway, I went to her. I saw her in the girls' bathroom, and she was like, "Leave me alone." And I was like, "What's wrong? Like, why are you mad? Like, what happened?" And then she chilled out, and then she was acting normal, and then she didn't tell me what was wrong. She was just quiet, and then I was like, whatever. I kept asking people earlier, like, no. I asked her, how can I have direct contact to this planet, because I want to come back here. And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, let's go ask the leader. And then she was walking with me to go ask the leader. And then, like, I was walking, and then it was nighttime, and we were walking in this park. And then, oh, okay. Wait a minute. I'm missing a huge part. Okay. I found her. Alright, I don't remember when this happened, but I remember in between this time somewhere of me going to go see the leader and meeting her and her being mad and all that shit, this happened. I ended up seeing the Asian guy and the white guy from earlier, the dogs or whatever they were, that became angels and then humans or whatever. I was hanging out with them, and then I was talking to the Asian guy, and he had like, he smelled so good. Like, he had this cologne that is just like unearthly. Like, it's not from this planet. Like, it smelled so good. Like, it made him so much more desirable. Like, I just, it smelled amazing. And it's just no way, I can't even explain the way it smelled. And like, and I was like, even at the time, I was like, I know I'm not going to be able to remember the smell. So I should just enjoy it right now. And I was talking to him. We were like flirting with each other. Like, he was up against the wall and shit. And I was like flirting with him. And we were flirting with each other. Like, we really was feeling each other. Like, we have feels for each other, girl. Let me tell you. And, I should have fucked him. Because I heard that if you fuck on the Astral Realm, it is like, the orgasm is like nothing you have never felt before. Ever. It's like a million gazillion times better than coming on planet Earth. So I the next time I have the opportunity to have sex with somebody on Astral Realm, I definitely will. I'm sorry this video is so long. If you are still with me now into this video, you're fucking awesome, and thank you. And stay tuned because I got a lot more videos to come about my experiences. But anyway, if you left, then fuck you. Anyway, not that it matters because I won't see this part. But anyway, so yeah. So we were flirting and everything, and then we went to like this. It was like a restaurant, but outside, but no kitchen. It wasn't really a restaurant. It was just like tables and stuff, like as if it was a restaurant. But it was nobody there. It was just me, his brother, him, and there was, I think it was like one other person, but I wasn't really paying attention to them. And then like, we were sitting at this little like bar area, and I was talking to him, and I was like, how can I have direct contact to this planet? And then he was like, oh, I don't know, I'm not from here. We've been here for a few days. He said that his ship broke down and that they were only there for a little bit just to repair it, and then they were gonna go back home. He was like, I know there's one place, but I'm not sure where it is. And I was like, fuck. On my way to go see him though, I remember like I saw probably like a 7-foot tall fairy. Like, she was beautiful. Actually, this fairy, when I first seen her, I thought she was somebody that I knew off of Facebook, because she kind of felt, the energy felt the exact same, or like just her, like kind of looked the same also. And she had like long wavy black hair, like very long hair, and it was jet black, and it was really long. And then she was pale, and she had red bright lipstick, and she wore black and red, like some kind of uniform of some kind. And I stopped her and I said, oh, you're this chick, you know, that new monster that I knew off of Facebook. She was like, no. And she said, I forgot what she said, but I think she's this girl's fairy guardian. I didn't even know they had those. That's pretty awesome. She was this girl's fairy guardian. I told the girl on Facebook about it, but she didn't respond to me, so she probably thought it was fucking crazy. Fuck her. Narrow-minded bitch. Anyway, so yeah, we only talked for a second. She was really nice, but she was kind of serious. Like, she seemed like she was trying to get somewhere, so I didn't really keep her that long. But anyway, so me and this Asian dude was talking, right? And then he was making some kind of food, and he was like cutting up, like grating something onto his food. I was like, what is that? Is that cheese? He was like, no. He said it was something. It started with an N, but for some reason I recognized it as boat in my head. He said a whole nother word, but for some reason I registered it as a boat of some kind. I don't know what that means. And then like, he said it had a certain taste to it, and I was like interested in tasting it, but I was just more interested in trying to get in contact with him. So I didn't like sit there. I didn't taste it. I should have. It probably would have been pretty awesome to taste something different from another world. But anyway. But he was like, what do you call it? I said, how can I have direct contact to you? Since you don't know how to have, since you don't know about the planet, how can I have direct contact to you so we can meet again? When I said that, he flipped out on me out of the blue for no reason. His whole demeanor changed. He just had this evil fucking demeanor to him, like as if he was hiding it, but at the same time he wasn't, because it's like even his brother was surprised that he reacted the way he did. This guy like went crazy. He ran, and I was like, "Don't run, no, I like you." And he was running, and then I ran after him, and his brother ran after him. Then he had this sword out of nowhere, and he was up on this pole, and he was like trying to cut us and shit. And I was like, "Whoa, man, what the fuck? What happened?" I'm pretty sure he got possessed. That's the only explanation for that. Whatever it was didn't want me to have contact with him. I don't know why, but they didn't want me to have contact with him because it seemed like he was about to tell me how I can have contact with him. I mean, that would be the only reason why they would possess him and make him flip out and try to kill us. So we just left him alone, and I was really heartbroken. I was like, man, why? I liked you. I loved you. But anyway, so yeah, I don't remember what happened after. I mean, I do, but I don't. So me and this girl was on our way to go see the leader, right? I'm gonna go back to that part. And it was nighttime, and I saw like money on the floor, and then I was like, let me pick up this money so I can make money tomorrow. Like, I feel like for some reason, if I would have picked up that money, that it would have attracted more money to me in my life, in real life, or on planet Earth. And then when I was trying to get it, my friend, my girl, like, no matter how, like, any move I made towards the movie, like, money, she blocked me. Like, I was just like, okay, bitch, fine, I won't pick up the money. I was kind of disappointed, but I was like, let me not get mad at her. I was like, maybe it's not meant for me. That's what I said to her. And then we kept walking. Then I realized I was about to wake up, and I was like, oh shit, no! And then I was like looking down at my feet. I had some badass shoes on. It was like not even Chucks. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it kind of looked like Chucks, but not really. It had like words on it, and it was like cool. I don't know. Anyway, so I was looking down at my feet while we were walking through this park at night, and I heard, you know, when you look down at your feet, you pay attention to your feet. And I put my arms around my friend. If you get like contact with the person that you're talking with in a dream, it helps you stay lucid and stay in a dream more. And then I was singing. I think that helps too for some reason. I was singing Beck. I don't know what song from Beck. I think it was some made up song. Maybe it was a spiritual song that Beck made up that I knew because I never heard it in real life. But it was a Beck song for sure. You know the artist Beck. If you don't know him, look him up because he's fucking phenomenal. Anyway. And we were singing it together. She knew the song too. We both knew the lyrics. And we were singing together. And I prayed. I even did this. Like, I prayed to God, like, please don't let me wake up right now. I need to figure out how I can get contact to these people on this planet. And so I stayed lucid a little bit longer. Then we ended up running into these two guys. We ended up running into these two guys by this lake on this dock. And it was daytime. It was pretty sunny now. And we were talking about life and eating healthy and food and everything like that, like vegetables. One of the dudes told me, one of the guys I was talking to, he told me that it's not, like, don't wear makeup. Like, it's not good to wear makeup. Girl, I'm sorry, but I fucking love my makeup. I want to be a makeup artist. I fucking love makeup. I'm gonna wear my makeup. I don't care if it's bad for my skin. That's why you got, you know, natural face masks that you can do to repair your skin from all that makeup you're wearing. I know wearing makeup is probably not that good for you or natural or healthy, but I'm a girl. I'm gonna wear my makeup. It's easy for him to say because he's a man and he don't have to wear makeup, so he don't understand the struggle of not wearing makeup and loving it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. So he was telling me that, and then the other dude that was sitting in front, both of them were white. Wait, there was, okay, let me tell you this one part that was really weird. Okay, I don't understand. I have to put every single detail of the dream. So, there was this one part where, like, There was this vegetable. It kind of looked like a cucumber. It was in cartoon all of a sudden. And then it was eating vegetables. And the vegetable was talking about how you should eat more vegetables. And how they're good for you. Then, like, they had, like... Then I saw, like, this lady had, like, big slices of chicken. Like that. Like, huge. Like, big like that. And then, like, this group of Mexicans ran over and they stole the chicken. And then they were eating chicken. And then, yeah. Anyways, so that part happened. I don't know what the fuck that was about. But anyways, the guy told me, the guy that was sitting in front of me, on my right, in front of me, and he had glasses on. He looked kind of built, though. He looked kind of built, and it was weird because he told me, you don't need to eat food. You don't need to eat food. You can survive off of air. Like, you can like, eat air. Like, air is your food. Like, you don't need food at all. This is how I know that I was in an Astral Realm and I was another planet. Because I was receiving a lot of information off of this planet that I never heard of. That I never knew. No bullshit. I never knew that you can survive off of air. Like, I know that you can survive off of the sun. Like, you can do, you can eat from the sun. I never knew that you could just breathe air and live off of natural air. Like, I didn't know that. But it's true, you can. I found this out when I woke up. Someone told me. A little bird. No, I'm playing. Anyway. Yeah, and then he told me that, and then I woke up. And that's pretty much the end of my astral travel, other planet experience. And I get these very often. Like, I'm always in an astral realm. Like, not always, but I'm on an astral realm a lot. Especially, this year. Like, I've been getting, stronger spiritually in that area. I don't know how, because I'm not even practicing as much as I should. Or reading as much as I should, but I will. I think I'm connecting more to my higher self, and my higher self is trying to tell me, hey, wake the fuck up. We need you out here in the spiritual land to wake the fuck up and communicate with us more. But yeah, so that's it for now. Thank you for listening to my long story, my dream, or I mean astral travels. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Do, 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 do.